Come on, Solo. All right. Well, good morning, y'all. To everyone that knows me, welcome back. And if you're new, my name's Matt, and I'm here with Grafted Branch Homestead this morning with our garden chat with Matt, and Farmer Casey will be making us an omelet this morning. So today's stream should be about half an hour long. I just kind of want to show a few things with what's going on in the garden and a quick walkthrough, as even though it's winter, there's still a lot going on there. So I haven't started any of my morning chores really yet this morning. So we're just going to do a few of them. And chickens are pretty angry with me already because normally I'm out here a few hours before to get things kicking off. And it looks like we got 2 thumbs up and 3 people here. So welcome everyone. Thank you. And so I'm going to collect our eggs real quick. We can make our omelet and get the birds some treats. As you can see, I have a lot of eggs I need to wash here. And hopefully be selling and giving some away for the week. Oh, hey Nikki, you need to come out so you can get some food and water. Here, say hi, Nikki. Alright, so we'll put Nikki in here. She's gone broody, but I like to take her out and put her down so she can go get some food and water there. And so there's a couple of fake eggs and some real ones. This one's a funky one, but that's a real one. Okay, got our chicken eggs there. I got some leftovers and just some things that I'm going to give the birds. On cooler days, I like to give them corn. There's a good carb there. So I got some lettuce, some corn and things. And I'm going to top that off with some chicken croutons. Now, these are, I've run out, I like to raise my own mealworms, and actually in last night's stream, someone wanted to see that. And so I do have them going, but I've slowed down a lot on that, just as I've gotten a lot of projects. So that's getting going again, and I'm going to put out a video on that. I do supplement some soldier flies and mealworms from time to time. I don't like to do that because I do want to control everything that goes in the birds, but that happens. So anyways, they are super excited. Come on, ladies. There you go. Hey, get your salad. All right, they also want out, but I'm not going to let them out. So I have a couple water jugs here, and I'm going to head in to get the chickens some water. And I've taken apart their water system for the time being because of the cold. And so I got a couple little footies here. I'm not wearing my rubber boots, so I'll put these on my other boots. Anyways, I have their system taken apart because it's cold. So right now I'm bringing them water out. As I get the quail shack built a little more as to how I want it, I'll have access in there to give the chickens water from inside the quail shack. But for now, I'll head in. As it gets cold in winter, this is what I'm trying to avoid. There we go. Hey ladies. So we got 4 of the Rhode Island Reds, 4 of the Orpington Buffs, and then Nikki, the little Silkie over there. We had a couple other Silkies, but they're not with us anymore. All right, so I've dismantled their watering system. However, I still have it sitting here. So we'll head into their coop. Part of winterizing is I put down straw everywhere here. Now this isn't straw I grew, I did buy it. Supposedly it's no chemicals on it and all organic. As to how far I believe that, I don't know. So my goal, and I'll show you in a minute here, we have a small wheat field, wheat plot, myself that I'm going to be growing. One, to try and learn how to grow wheat, as well as to be able to hopefully make a sandwich with some bread. And then, although I won't get a lot, it's more about the learning. And then to use, save some of the seed, and then use the straw for the birds here and for seed starting. So I know that nothing's been sprayed on that straw or anything. And I'll hop in chat in a minute here. I can't see it because the camera's backwards. Hello, everyone. But so I got straw laid around everywhere. It is seeded. So I put that all over the garden, as you'll see, as well as in here. The chickens eat it, and it's not supposed to be sprayed or anything, so hopefully that's okay. But with spreading it in the garden, I know that a lot of those seeds are going to sprout up, and that's okay. I'm going to use that for a cover crop. So this year I've decided to approach my garden a little differently than I have, and I'll talk about that here. So we got them some more water in there, and we'll check their food here. About a quarter full. We'll come fill that up. All right, so I put down straw. The soil freezes solid and helps keep it cleaner and a little warmer for the birds. They'll come out here and take a bath there. Okay, so a couple winter plants and a couple different things I've done this winter before my son comes out to start the omelet. And I apologize, I haven't looked at chat. I'll be able to see my computer in a few here. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I don't know if I can. That's all right. Hello. So this here is an 8x8. This is my wheat. You can see it's come in kind of spotty. That's okay. So this is about learning. Once again, I know off this 8x8 plot, I'm not going to get enough to do a whole lot, but I'm going to learn how to grow red winter wheat. And so I planted some of the wheat berries I have that I've used to make flour and I store, and I planted some of those like I would. And this is what's come up. And so it's supposed to get about this big and crown, and then as it freezes, I'll put some more straw on top, some without seed, and it'll sit through the winter, and then I believe in about March is when I will be harvesting this. And so that will give me some straw to use for the birds and some seed to hopefully make a loaf of bread. The grapes here look beautiful, but they are dying off. We ended up getting, I believe it was about 16 pounds of Concord grapes, and made some jelly. This is a medicinal plant. It's actually 2 plants, but I haven't discovered what they are yet. I don't remember what I planted. I haven't taken the time to look it up. But even with the frosts, they're doing great. Here I have an onion bed, and I apologize for shadow. Hey, RG Arizona, I see you. At my mystery garden, I was able to give leftover crops to my neighbors for their chickens. That is awesome. J. Mary, last one I saw too. Hello, I missed your comment. So I'll review those comments in a minute. Let me see if I can get where my shadow's not showing. It's kind of hard to show on the camera, but there are all these little sprouts. So in here I have burgundy onions as well as yellow onions in this bed. Those will pop up and kind of do the same. Through my back garden here, we are getting a few tomatoes, but this plant is just about all died. There's some cover crop. Pinto beans are not dead yet, but they are, I don't know, they might be doing something. There's some beans on there, some small ones. Let's see, there we go. There's a dog. So a couple things are going. And here we got some parsleys. There are some lettuces. And so what I've done in previous years is come fall when things start dying. Hey, look, there's still a flower in that zucchini. Those are the sunchokes, and so I'm going to let these ones overwinter, and the next winter they'll grow back up from those tubulars, and I'll have more sunchokes. And if I want to dig some up and eat them, I'll do that. I'm leaving all these little tomatoes here on the ground that have fallen off for the wild birds, and just to turn into compost. So part of what I'm doing, again, is I'm laying down straw. I'm not ripping out all my old dying plants. I'm cutting them off at the roots or at the bases, and allowing the roots to compost in the soil, and then allowing leaves that fall, the straw, the tops, everything that looks just like a junky mess, to insulate the ground and to compost for next year. And so soil erosion is a big problem here on the urban homestead and in the desert, as well as it is for a lot of people. And so in battling that some, this is a process I'm going to take. So there's some insulation there I need to cut off. But I have catnip, that's my elderberry. I'm hoping it's rooted enough to make it through. Oh, you love the shoes? I'll take these off. That was because I was in the chicken coop. So I'm hoping that elderberry lasts. There we go, got those off. Hoping that elderberry will last. And so it should come back next year. And in a couple of years, hopefully give me some elderberries. Okay, so We'll come over here and we'll open up the quail shack. I haven't built the other side of this yet. That's all right. And then I got these insulation panels on here. They'll go in the inside. Now that's where they're at. I talked a little bit last night, and I'm going to be putting out a video, but I have a 100-watt solar panel here, and it's upgrade. There's going to be another one right next to it. So I can come over here. Oops, I forgot my egg basket. Let me go get that. We'll make sure the quail are okay. Oh, and this basket is full, so I need to process some eggs. All right, so I come in here, and this door's a little wonky, but that's all right. Hey, that must be Steve, I believe, with Bennett. Hi, how are you? It's great to see you. Well, welcome. Not a huge eventful morning, but small chat in a couple minutes here. Let me see what time it is. About 3 or 4 minutes, we'll be heading in to make an omelet with my son. All right, so I'll come in, I'll collect the eggs. I like to just inspect the birds. Some of them are molting, most are not, and I'll show them up close in a moment. But make sure there's no big problems, no one's bleeding or gotten really aggressive. No one's limping around or no longer with us. So first cage looks great, and come down to the second one, and they have a lot of eggs. I will be collecting these to incubate in a week here. So we'll have some of that on stream. They're fun to watch. Oh, that one's broken. We'll throw that in the trash. That one's broken too. So I'm going to give these guys a little bit more calcium on the bottom here, just because I've noticed some broken eggs for a couple days, and so they may be lacking a little bit of calcium. But today's not the day to change their trays. We'll do that in a couple. Their food lasts about 2 days in here, I've noticed, but I'm going to top those off. And then when I change the trays, I also just pull these off and empty them out. But there's my little guys giving me eggs and meat and some enjoyment. We'll set that down. I'm just going to give them this mixture of food I mix up for them. Eventually I'll have them on a natural diet, but one step at a time. There we go. Real easy to feed them. And then these bottom ones I'm going to give a little more calcium. So this back door here I'll be able to open and give the chickens food and water and things like that in the winter, so that way I can do it from indoor, not outdoors. There we go. So they're doing all right. I'll come back here. I do know I need to change their waters. Sunday's the day to do that, so we'll do that later. But they got water and it's not frozen. There we go. Gonna come check their water up here. Looking for weight and slosh, so it's about half full. Awesome. All right, so we'll leave this open for a little bit. Today is a sunny day, so I don't have to do this. These daytime running lights are in here all the time to provide 14 hours of light for these birds, so they continue to lay, as well as the chickens 12 hours. But I'm just going to go ahead and actually kill the power to all the lights right now. They don't need it, and I am home at the moment, so we'll just make sure that let that battery top all the way off. All right, so I'm going to take the eggs. We'll head indoors. I'll be able to look at comments for a minute or two, and then we will get on to making our omelet with Farmer Casey. All right, so follow me through my messy yard. Okay, I didn't show off these. So here's some other, this is the garlic. And so this is all popping up. It's kind of hard to see them, but they're all through here. So this is one bed of garlic. I have some garlic in the back I missed, but I'll show this other little one real quick while we go over here. Kind of proud of myself this year with getting the gazebo, or the suka that is now becoming a gazebo. I just need to finish that. But I've actually gotten my pool put away this year before weather, so that is a plus. All right, so there is a bunch more garlic that will overwinter. Good things going with the garden. It is time to do our omelet. Casey's here to tell me. So we'll go through this part of the garden before we end the stream. Let's head in. All right, so I'm going to take a quick second, Farmer Casey, before I introduce you again, and we start our omelet, to look at a couple comments here, because I haven't looked at any. All right, let's see. You can say hello, that is fine. All right, we got a bunch of people in here. Welcome, welcome. All right, shalom. Oh, it didn't notify you. Yeah, YouTube's been up to its normal thing where it's been unsubscribing and not notifying, and it's been doing that a lot. That's a lot of eggs, yeah. Well, that's one basket. We have a couple of them. We have more eggs than we know what to do with. Hey, look, Sykes in here.
It
Awesome.
shows frozen mix next week. I will see.
Yeah, weather's supposed to change. So RG Arizona Homestead, he actually gave me some real good ideas on the solar system outside. Let's hook you up with the mic here, and then we'll stop showing our dirty kitchen. And
I wonder if they hear me when I said hello. Maybe.
probably from mine. Okay, I know we're missing a lot of comments and saying hi to a lot of people, but good morning, everyone. Welcome, everyone, in here. We're going to get on to our omelet here, as I am on a limited time. Yeah. So first of all, hello. Who are you?
Hi.
For those that don't know.
I am Casey.
You're Casey, Farmer Casey? Do you not like that nickname?
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes. It's good for a stream, right? Okay, I'm going to take off my jacket.
I don't know. I just really think this mini pot, this
Why don't you go ahead and show while I take my jacket off what we're going to cook our omelet, our 1 egg omelet.
I don't know. It's really cute. It just takes a little plug and has a little hole.
Oh, look. RG says, good morning, young man. And Renegade Black Sheep is saying good morning. Okay, so this is a little mini pot, or pan, that we bought at Walmart. The reason I got it is because it's 280 watts, and so it can be run off a solar panel, a very small solar generator if I need. We're going to test and see if it can cook something. So we're going to do a 1 egg omelet, right?
Yeah, but we're not going to do it on this area. You know, it would kind of seem a little bit better, but because this one doesn't come off, and then it would just kind of be a pain to wash it.
It might be harder to clean, yeah.
So we're just going to do it in this tiny little thing.
Okay, so we're going to do that. We're also going to make some chamomile tea.
Yes.
All right, you want to wash up, and I'll go get our stool, okay? I'm going to set this over here. We're going to do our tea kettle. The camera's behind you. Be careful, okay? Don't bump it. All right. A little stool here. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's make our tea first. How about?
Yeah, I don't think that's... I don't know why. I like using a chair more.
Let's use this, though, because that way the camera doesn't hit the back of it. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, jeez.
Okay?
Yeah, it just feels weird because, like, I always do that. I'm, like, always using a chair because, like, when I was very little, that's all I could use, actually.
That's all.
Like, this is how tall I would be when I would just use a chair, and then I just kind of continue.
Okay. So we are going to make tea. We're going to use the chamomile. Okay.
Yes.
And we're going to use some honey. And I'm going to try and slide the camera in here if I can.
Yeah.
Without making everyone sick.
In the position, if I kind of moved, you could.
Okay.
I think for a second you can see the camera go through the.
Oh, did you see all the messy rest
to go through that, to go through that.
Yeah.
No.
Daddy's not super good at it.
No, the phone went through the what's it called? I don't know. It went through our computer with the thing in it, and then like
Okay, so we got some of our compostable tea bags. That way, Mommy got these, so that way we can throw them right in the compost.
Yeah, so we can just...
we're both washed our hands? Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
We can just kind of...
There we go. Why don't you...
Oh, I kind of got some into the cup.
That's okay, that's why I have the cup here, see? So we'll fill it about half full.
Like,
And we're going to do just chamomile today. No honey.
Just there?
Let's put a little bit more. I like mine a little strong. There we go.
There we go.
And it looks like people are talking to each other. CDB's reminding everyone hit that like button. Yeah, if you haven't hit that like button, or when the video posts later, if you see it and you think, oh, I've already watched that, yeah, just hop on and leave a comment and then hop back off. That helps the algorithm.
Yeah, it helps the channel a lot.
Are you looking over? Oh, they can't see our faces, huh?
Well, they could just see your hands. Helps the channel
I'm
and
excited for this tea because that's always I'm losing my voice. Okay, let's fill this one up.
Yeah, soon enough. Who knows? Maybe soon enough. Because I'm pretty sure once you get enough, once you get enough subscribers, you can start making money. So it would help a lot if you hit the like button.
Do you remember what we discussed we're gonna do if we start making more money? If we hit the 1,000,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do?
Whenever we,
some giveaways.
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
That way we can put some of that money towards helping people. Okay. Let's take these.
And then who knows?
In our cups.
Maybe could use the money make some merch or something.
Oh, we have some shirts or something. But that's not our focus, is it?
Yeah.
That's not the purpose of
I know, we could just make it to grow it more.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll put our tea bags in. It is exciting. I think we're at about almost 650 subscribers though, so we've been talking about that lately because that's pretty exciting. We never thought we would get that many, did we?
Yeah, I
It's
mean.
pretty cool. So thank you everyone that subscribes and then watches us. We enjoy it. Whew, that's a lot of honey.
It's just when we hit 100, like, how's that possible?
Okay. Our honey, our water is done boiling. And we're going to let this sit and steep for a few minutes and cool down while we make our omelet.
Yeah.
Gotta have our morning tea.
I don't know, but like, whenever I thought like, oh, hitting like 50 likes, so what? Like whenever I watch people like hit like small amounts of numbers, but like as soon as when we start hitting them, it's just like it's just a great feeling. So
It's a good feeling. Okay. That's enough about that.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just yeah.
It is pretty neat to see, yes. But that's not our focus.
Yes, it's kind of weird because like we have this, which is like we don't even really need it. We have like a stove on top of a stove.
We have a stove. It's sitting on the burner, huh? Okay.
It's just like
Let me do my camera swinging around magic again.
yeah, big stove, tiny stove, big stove, tiny stove,
There
big
we
stove,
go.
tiny stove.
Okay, so we're gonna make an omelet.
So plug it in.
Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet. Open it up. So I've cleaned it already first, right? We're gonna put a little bit of pan lubricant, a little bit of oil.
Yes, oil.
A little bit, okay.
Oil is good.
And now we want to crack our egg.
Crack hard egg. So just a little tap. I'm not good at this. Why don't you try?
You want me to do this part so we don't get shell?
Yeah, I'm not
Okay,
good
why
at
don't you get the
this.
whisk?
Oh,
And you will
yes.
stir. So, no shell? Check it. Did I get shell in there? These we'll save for compost.
No.
No? Okay. Good.
No, I see.
Let's whisk it up. Okay. We're gonna add a few. You keep stirring. So we're gonna add some salt. And lately you've been liking a dash of pepper, right?
Yeah.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go and put that in there. And when we get it stirred up, we'll go over and we'll dice up tomatoes. We'll put some of our garden tomatoes in it. You ready?
Yeah. Why don't you try?
Okay, that's okay. Come on. We'll come over here and we'll cut up some tomatoes.
Okay. Should I bring it over?
Nope, you can leave it right there. You need to bring your stool though.
Cause I am tiny.
Oh, today we're using a chicken egg.
Yes, and it is kind of small.
It's a smaller chicken egg?
Yes.
It's a good sized chicken egg. So we use the chicken egg. When we use the quail eggs, normally it's 2 or 3 of those per chicken egg. Okay, so we have our tomatoes in here, and why are they in here? Do you remember?
So, almost all these tomatoes
Mm-hmm.
were like a green,
Yep.
and they're like, since there's frost and stuff, we just took them all off, stuck them in here, and they've been just growing in this bag. So
when we put them in this bag, in the dark brown paper bag, it builds up a gas. Do you remember what gas that is?
fart.
Methane. So it builds up methane in the bag, which helps the tomatoes to finish ripening and to turn red. And so let's pick a couple out. We'll do 3. You want to pick 2 more there?
Yeah, it's just
3 in this one egg omelet.
it's just cool to think that the red tomatoes were just some green tomatoes.
They have to be ripened in here.
It's cool to.
Okay, so why don't you rinse those off real quick?
Yes.
Please. And let's see.
Then we're gonna cut them on the board.
That's a stove on the stove. So it looks like people are talking to each other. Hey, sorry, we're not too involved in the chat. Okay, let's cut these up. We got them washed.
Yeah.
We'll cut them into 4 pieces each. Be very careful.
Ooh, you're gonna be a big
giving
boy
you a
now.
sharp knife, huh?
Well, wait, this one's hard.
Yeah, these are, well, because they were not completely ripe and then they ripened in there, they end up being a little bit firmer sometimes.
Oh, there's green coming out of
Perfect.
it. Is there? Is
Yeah,
it?
that's the seeds, remember? That's how they look.
I know
They're-
it's just
well,
there's
they're-
green inside.
When we pick them off the vine, normally let them ripen a little more, so they have a little
got
less of that.
I got it.
Okay,
I'm gonna do this one by myself.
there we go.
Wow, that's gonna be a juicy one. I knew it.
Okay,
I'm gonna sing it like that.
you gonna cut it again?
Yeah. Well, Daddy whisks it 10 times better than me.
No, you did a fantastic job. Throw those in there. We
Mm.
got 9 people watching us, Casey.
Oh, cool. Well, that's as long as
Hello.
we had last night. Well, hello,
I want to watch
everybody.
you make your omelet. Okay, let's head back to our pan. Guess I okay too much.
Well, I think we both say okay.
We say it a lot.
I think we have a lot of things in common. We always say all these phrases, and I think I might have got them from you, or maybe
You think you
just,
may have picked them up from me?
I don't know. I just like whenever we lose things and we're trying to find a way can, we're both like, well, and then we both slap our pants and we're like, what are we gonna do? Like, we're both like, well,
That's true.
we both do that.
Okay, be careful because I plugged the pan in.
Oh.
So we haven't used it yet. We've cleaned it, but we haven't used it.
There's
We're gonna find out how this little,
There's-
what's it called? The My Mini?
Yeah.
We,
Yeah.
we picked up at good old Wally World.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
gonna pour it in
put this
there?
You're just gonna pour it right in there, and we're just gonna let it sit. Let me scoop out everything.
Soon that's gonna be a beautiful omelet. We have
Oh,
never
you know what we
used
didn't
it.
get? I was gonna pick some thyme too because you've been really liking that little the young thyme, huh?
Yeah. Oh, and also I saw a bunch of things by this brand, like a mini toaster, a mini waffle maker.
They have other little mini things. Hey, let's head outside real quick and grab a little bit of thyme and maybe some other herb or something to stick in there. You have some there? We'll get some fresh. Thank you. Okay. This, right?
Was
You wanna get a
it this
little
or is it that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was pointing at the wrong one. I was looking at the camera.
Do I pick a lot?
Yeah, just a little bit. We're not gonna. It's a 1 egg omelet.
Yeah, I mean,
There is still a little bit of basil. Did you want to try again a little basil?
yeah,
It hasn't
sure.
all died yet.
Like 1 or 2 leaves should be good.
Okay.
Why don't we try to make it look nice and then put one of those curvy ones right on there?
So let's grab a little bit of basil. Okay, and we'll come through here before.
Is this the? I forgot which ones are the lemon bulb.
What's that?
This one smells like.
Let's see which one. That's the sweet basil.
Oh, is this one?
No, this is. I don't know. Oh no, this smells like licorice.
Smells that one.
I'm not sure.
What is this?
This-
It's like a different smell
They all
every
different.
time.
All different basils, huh?
I don't know. It's.
We'll use that last leaf you gave me. I like that one.
Where's this?
Yep. Let's pick these ones. Okay. That
No,
should be
no,
plenty.
no, no. I want to see where's the lemon
Remember,
balm.
things cooking, so we can't be out here too much.
Okay. Where's the lemon basil? I got where's the lemon basil.
It was this one here, but it's all dying. Look, there's still a few leaves in there. Can you get a couple of those leaves? Down in the middle of it, there's still some. Lemon basil. Oh, look, we got 6 thumbs up, Casey, and then there's 10 people in here right now.
Oh, that's
Thank you,
the
everyone, for
stuff.
showing up to watch us make our omelet. We got 11 people. Look at that.
That's pretty good, Elsa.
That's pretty
Probably because like everybody's getting Well, I mean it's like that. It's like that time of day where you have a little amount of time. So I guess a bunch of people.
Alright, so we got our herbs. I'm going to wash them off real quick. Let's check on our omelet. There we go. And so anyway, it's about halfway through. We're going to give it a little stir. So take this spatula here.
Oh, jeez.
And you don't want to do it big. You just want a slow stir just to kind of mix it.
Should I just kind of like do like the under technique?
Not yet. This one you're just going to do a swirl stir.
Like this?
Yep. Quick. It's going. That's good. Not too big like this because we still want to. Let me show you here. Oh, you're left-handed. Okay. Got it? We want to keep it all in contact with the skillet so you don't get holes. And you still want to do it when it's still kind of runny. That way we can fill those holes in. See? Okay, we may have touched it too much. That's okay. Let's get our herbs. You want to tear them up and throw them on there.
Okay.
Someone said hello from Japan. Hey, Dama Jack, hello from Japan. Oh, wow. Well, that is really cool. Well, hello from New Mexico. USA. I hope you're doing good in Japan. I've never been there. We've always wanted to go. I don't know.
The technology they had at that place is crazy.
In Japan? They do have a lot of technology, huh?
A lot of cool technology.
Great job teaching your child. Hey, Brian Lowe's Hills Homestead. I think I was saying your name wrong last night. I apologize. There we go. Okay, that should be good. And let me check. So now we can see the edges are getting a little crispy. So we'll come in and we'll just gently push down the edges, right?
Yeah, and then at the end, do we flip it in half?
And we're going to turn it in half, but see how some of the spots are a little wetter, like here?
Yeah.
We can kind of break it and let some of that runniness go down.
So
we don't want to do it too much.
So it can kind of fill in that spot.
And you want to get it almost all the way done before we fold it. We can't flip it in this pan.
We still want like a little bit, at least like a little. Oh, don't we gotta put cheese on it in like a little bit?
That's what we're forgetting. Let's get the cheese. Look, we'll put the lid on that way it stays moist.
Oh, it looks cool.
Does it look cool?
Yeah,
Okay, let me get
it's just like you don't notice any steam.
Oh, we got cheese. It's where? It's in the drawer. The cheese drawer in the back.
I think I might have done something wrong.
Okay. Ready?
Yes. So it's like the ooey gooey.
You were right. I almost forgot cheese.
Jeez, that goes fast.
This little cooker actually works really well. Now it's plugged into the wall right now. Next time we cook on it, I'm going to plug it into the Blue Yeti. The small one, our little tiny little generator.
Oh, yeah.
The power just lights in the phone and things.
Why does this look so good?
We'll plug it into that next time and see if it runs. So this is a 280 watt cooker.
280 what?
Which is not too bad for a cooker. So part of the reason I got it, which we should have done today, but we didn't, is we wanted to see if we can run this off that little generator that it's just that small one that does some lights and things.
Well, at least we knew like it was actually going to charge because like it might have not actually worked.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let's see. How's it smell? It's getting melty.
Oh, geez, the cheese is already melted. It's been
Should
like
we try and flip it now or fold it? Do you want me to, or do you want to do it? Ooh.
I want you to do it because it's kind of.
It might be sticking a little bit. So
we should put spring.
If you mess up an omelet, you don't ever really mess up. You just make some scrambled eggs, so it's okay. But it looks like we did a good job. All right, let's get our plate. Let me see, is the camera can see our plate? There we go. What do you think?
Oh, well, that kind of looks.
Why don't you hold the pan for me over here? Very careful.
Oh, the pan is like, it's like warm yet it's not.
That's pretty cool. Let me get our tea. Oh, let's unplug our cooker.
Let's kind of press it down a little bit.
You gonna press it down a little bit?
It's just.
All right, let's see. Let's show that.
Good is that?
All right, Casey.
So we just made it off a tiny pan, and this is all of our ingredients, right?
Where's the camera? Look right there. Look.
Yes. So.
Right here. Not at the screen.
All of this is made from our garden.
From our chicken.
Yeah.
Tomatoes from our garden. Herbs from our garden. We didn't use oil from our garden.
Well,
or salt or pepper.
But like other than like some seasonings and stuff, but
Japanese omelets.
the actual food itself and not like those things.
So
We made it. We
the
made.
person from Japan, what's her name? Dama Jack? The person from Japan, or him, I don't know, him or her. Maybe a him, it's Jack. Let's see. Anyways, so they make Japanese omelets, so we'd have to check those out sometime. Let's come give this a try with our tea.
Okay, when we like get a. Yes, let's get a fork and cut it in half, but like right in the middle, and I want to see what it looks like.
There we go. Okay, let's see. Scrambled eggs.
Oh, good. Just have to scooch it a little bit.
All right. Oh, yeah, to scoot it. You want to get us a couple forks? Compost plate.
Okay.
What are you missing? Okay.
So, this is the big reveal.
You ready?
Come on, you lower it down a little bit.
Should we lower it? Should we adjust the camera for the
intensity?
big test?
Okay. And
It's called tamagoyaki. I'm sure I mispronounced that. I do apologize. You can check it out later. So we will. We will check that out later.
okay.
Japan is a place I would love to visit. Yes, me too.
Let's see.
That looks cooked well. I'm gonna show it
Look
off.
at that.
You know what? I'm gonna have a sip of my tea first.
Yes, let's
We'll leave everyone in
try
suspense.
tea.
Ready? Here. Oh, you know what? We're gonna be eating this time too. So we'll pray real quick. Father God, bless this food for help it to nourish our bodies, and thank you for providing our needs. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, let's start. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, here. I missed. That's okay.
Oh.
That is a good omelet right there. Hey, Brian Lowe's had scrambled eggs and bacon from their own hog breakfast this morning. Right on the sustainability there. It's a much better feeling when you know you've produced something.
Oh, I forgot about the
that you're
cheese.
eating. And when I know all the things that have gone into the chicken that laid that egg, so.
Dad, I got some of the cheese.
Yep. And,
Oh.
and the tomatoes and herbs. Those herbs were good ones to pick. I used a little bit of thyme and some basil. That's a good omelet, Casey.
Hey, am I gonna get a bite?
No.
Oh.
Mama wants a bite. Let's give her a bite.
Okay. We won't show your camera around face.
She doesn't. Okay, ready?
What do you rate it? 1 out of 10.
Really good.
I came out. Those chicken eggs are delicious. Those fresh herbs are vibrant and strong.
The
Those
Japanese
tomatoes.
omelet is the one that I watch all the time where they roll it.
Oh, here,
They
let's
slice
see.
it.
They roll it and slice it. Oh, okay. Oh, I remember. Yes, that lady that does them on the YouTube video for
I watched
Randall's
that.
lunch. Or, yeah.
Okay.
In the frying pan. We're gonna have. You know what? We'll have to watch some videos, and we'll make a video one of these mornings. Now that it's getting colder, and we're gonna do more cooking ones. And next time we'll see if we can run our cooker off the little Blue Yeti generator, and we'll try and make a Japanese omelet. What do you think?
Yes.
If we can, that pan might be a little small.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to make it for you.
What are you doing?
What?
Oh, all right, and I do have to pay attention to time. I am a little bit over, so we'll finish this up. I'm going to take everyone through a quick walk through the main garden, since I haven't done that. And then we'll have to end this morning. Next week we'll come on and we're going to do another tea and cooking. You want it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And the camera's right here. Thank you, Farmer Casey. This day, Chef Casey, for making us a wonderful farm fresh omelet and some wonderful tea. All right, I'm going to take your mic. Is there anything you want to say?
Had a great time and thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to turn your mic off. We'll head outside real quick again and show that front garden before I say goodbye. Thank you, Casey.
Yeah.
Good job, bud. You can come out if you want. You don't have to stay in. Okay.
I might. Hey, Dad, your mic's off.
Oh, that's funny. I wonder if people could even hear me earlier. Okay. Can people hear me? I think I took my microphone off when I took my jacket off before we were making that omelet. So I apologize if you guys missed some of that. I was under the impression my microphone was on the whole time. So if I can get a quick 5x5, I'll finish talking about what I was discussing. Can you guys hear me? Nope, I was good. Okay, so you could hear me. And it sounds like you could probably hear me now. All right, cool. So I came out here and I was showing a few things on the fall gardens. We have some pots here. I have straw, of course, down to help with warmth and soil erosion. So we picked some of the thyme earlier. We have some flowers and some things. This is the buzz button. So a plant I've done a video on, but I just want to talk about real quick. Part of your winter gardening should involve seed saving. That's, I think very important. And so you pick the plants that did the best and the strongest and save their seeds, both to plant next year. I like to try and sell and pass on some seeds. Solo, you may not want to eat that buzz button. Here you go. No, that's not nice. Anyways, and so, to pass it on. So these I actually they came from the deep south there, from Papa Pepper's homestead, where I got those seeds, and they're growing here in 3 or 4 different places. If you haven't tried the buzz button, check out those videos. They're really good for dental things or tooth problems. You can do a ton with them. Oh, thank you for joining us. Goodbye. That's awesome you joined. Enjoy your day or evening, whatever it is there in Japan. So the buzz button, and this is actually ready to collect its seeds. Good plant to grow. And seed saving, very important. Okay. So speaking of seed saving, now with the cold, our okra has gone, but we left some of the bigger, nicer pods here to go, and I'm just letting them finish all the way and dry out all the way, about like this one. So this one's ready to seed save. So we can crack that open, and I'm not going to do that now because I'll lose them all. But I'll pull it off and bust it open, and this will have, I don't know, about 50 seeds in it. And so we can get some nice okra for next year. There are still a lot of little plants, and I think these are some lettuce type ones growing in here my wife had planted. But they're still doing all right. There's still some different lettuces that we can harvest. Some cabbages. Cabbages really don't grow in New Mexico very well here. Mostly they end up going to the birds, but that's okay. A little bit of kale and chards are doing nicely. They like the cold weather. And again, this year, it looks like a mess because I've decided to allow the leaves and ground cover to stay, and then just allowing the roots to stay in the ground too. Strawberries are doing good. We've got some straw. So Matt, do you use heritage seeds? Is that correct terminology? So yeah, it's, I guess, heritage, heirloom seeds. So I use, everything I have is all organic and heirloom. And the reason for that, let me set this down. That's a great question with me talking about seed saving right now, actually, because that's one of the main reasons why I do use heirloom seeds, heritage seeds. So when I get my seeds from elsewhere, I want to make sure it is the true plant, and that I'm not going to get something different. I want to be able to save the seeds so that way I can use the plant for several years, or as long as I can keep them going. So different seeds you can get are going to be your hybrid seeds and your heirloom seeds. Hybrid seeds can be good if you're going to be buying new seeds every year and restarting your garden every year. Hi, you can join me, that's just fine. And so hybrid seeds are bred to be maybe more drought tolerant, or able to keep insects away better, to survive a little bit better, provide a different type of fruit. They can provide excellent fruit and a great plant. A lot of times it be a very strong plant. However, when you collect those seeds, because it's a hybrid between different plants, you're more than likely not going to get that same fruit the next year. So you can plant those seeds from that fruit, but the product's going to be a little different. the same reason I don't use anything GMO, or one of the reasons I don't use anything GMO or anything like that. But when I have the heirloom seeds, it's the true plant. It doesn't have those traits bred into it to be more tolerant, so that's something I have to do myself with helping make it drought tolerant. Parts of the garden it won't water quite as much, and then that same plant that thrives there, those are the seeds I want to pass on, or I want to save and grow the next year, so that way it's a little more drought tolerant. So in a way, I'm making it hybrid myself. Well, not really, because I'm not crossing it. I'm just picking the stronger plants. That's a lot to say, but yeah, I do use heirloom seeds because I want to seed save and continue those strains. Do you have something you want to say?
No, I just want to hang out
Oh,
with
yeah,
you.
hang out. That's just fine. So I'm just showing around the garden here, Casey. We had a question by Mr. Bennett there about what seeds we use. So that's why we were discussing heirloom versus hybrid seeds. So a lot of the garden is dying off. This is where we had our sweet potatoes, which we ate in a soup, and they were absolutely delicious. We didn't get a ton this year, but what I did gain was the skill and knowledge of how to grow sweet potatoes. So I know that. That's awesome.
This actually was our first plant in this garden.
Yeah, you know what? This was one of the very first ones. So we got these planter boxes years ago from Grandpa down there in Texas, and we planted some strawberries. Strawberries take years to really get big and fruiting well.
And before, none of this was here. It was dirt as like everywhere. This was all just dirt, like.
Oh, I got to go. Nice chat. Shalom, shalom to all of you. I really like your garden. Goodbye. You have a great day, J. Mary. Last one and a purpose-driven one there. Thank you so much for joining.
It was all just dirt and rocks.
The whole yard was dirt, yep, and weeds.
It was just the dirt, the rocks,
And with
and then this. And this was our first plant, and I'm surprised it's still growing.
Let me get close for the mic.
Patches. It used to be like 3 patches, like right here, and right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember it being like this. I think this is like...
So it spread a lot. And so how strawberries grow is they let out these tendrils, right? When they're not fruiting like now, or, you know, in different times of the year, they let out these tendrils that drop, and they drop roots. And so it's spread all throughout here. We had, I think, 1 or 2 little plants in here, and then down in here. So right now they're greening over. As it gets cold, they'll die, and we'll put more straw on to keep them alive under. And then in the spring, the roots will come back. And hopefully this is the 3rd or 4th year we have these. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get a lot of really big strawberries this next year.
The biggest strawberry we got, I guess like the biggest strawberry we've got was like a market-sized strawberry.
Well, this year we fought a couple things with our strawberries. We had Solo, the swiper over there, stole some. The birds were able to get under the wire that we had over it. They got some. We had a squirrel, I think, that got some.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of rodents here.
Well, not rodents, but cats and pests.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe the cat got into the garden. Maybe the cat was doing it all along.
Maybe the cat was the culprit. Okay, I do gotta head to work soon, so I gotta move quickly. Sorry. These are mini bells, and a lot of them are kind of shriveled up with the weather, but I'm gonna come through and I need to pick some of these today. And then we got our mints and things, which will die back. Goji berries, which are a couple year thing going, and rosemary and other herbs. It looks like the peppers are dying off for the year. Some of them are still doing good. Still some little jalapenos. Here are some microphones or something, speakers, I'm not sure what that is. These are the cayens, and there's still a lot of these going. They're from Papa Pepper as well. So these ones I'm actually letting all go so I can seed save here. Top was the snake gourds, they're all dying off, so I need to come clean that. And these are actually some snake gourds. Oh, look, they say Casey's so adorable, and what a personality, yep. And so these I'm letting dry out. We'll turn these and letting them dry on the vine, and we'll turn them into didgeridoos and save their seeds for next year. There's a volunteer onion. These are carrots from my grandparents, and there's a lot of mess, so I'm trying not to show that. But these are carrots here from my grandparents that are going to seed. So I'm excited about that. We're gonna learn to save those seeds. And so next year we'll have those. And these are walking onions, Egyptian walking onion, if you haven't seen them. And the reason they're called that is they grow these little onions, kind of like shallots, underneath. They also grow, let's see if I can find one, and drop when they get long enough, they drop down these little bunches of little onions. And they sit up high like this, and then they get heavy, they fall over, and their roots, just like the strawberries, will take root, and they move across the garden, kind of like strawberries.
Yeah, so like an onion will plant, it'll grow, it'll fall from the weight of the onion, then it'll grow a new one, and then the cycle goes and goes.
And it goes, yep, that's right on. This is another grape. These are muscadines. Casey loves these ones. He eats them all up. All right, Case.
But the last ones I saw off the plant, there's two crickets on top of each other.
Two crickets.
So I couldn't get it.
Oh, yeah.
Last
Okay.
one.
I'm going to raise this up so we can say goodbye. Oh, you saw these in Disney World. That's cool. So I call them snake gourds, and I think that's what they're called. They actually grow everywhere, all over the world, and they have all different names. We believe these varieties actually called kukuzi or something. I'm not sure. But anyways, okay, I got to get going to work. So I'm come over here so you can stay by my mic. So we're going to say goodbye. So thank you everyone for joining us. We had such a fun time. Thank you for making our streams a lot of fun, right?
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And
Join us next week.
And bye.
Bye. You guys have a good day. Stay strong. Do the things. And have a great day. All right.